Story of Emberloom Trace. Along the quiet edge of the world, where dawn painted the horizon in rose-gold ribbons, lay a narrow path called Emberloom Trace. The path shimmered, faintly day and night, as though threads of living fire were woven beneath the soil. Travelers spoke of it with equal measures of awe and caution, for those who walked it often returned changed, braver, quieter, or somehow older in the eyes. Lysa, a young cartographer with ink-stained fingers and a restless heart, arrived at Emberloom Trace on the eve of her 20th season. She had spent years mapping villages, rivers, and forgotten gullies, but this single glowing path had eluded every chart she studied. That made it irresistible. She stepped onto the soft, warm soil and instantly heard a whisper, not of a voice, but of memory. The air smelled like distant rain. Every footstep caused the ground to pulse gently, as though responding to her presence. As she walked deeper, the scenery shifted in subtle, uncanny ways. Shadows stretched where no sun touched. The air thickened with drifting embers that hovered like tiny lanterns. They floated around Lysa, spiraling slowly until they formed faint shapes, scenes she recognized from her childhood. Her mother's laughter, her father lifting her to see the first snowfall. Even the tiny clay compass she made as a child shimmered before her. The trace wasn't magic meant to harm. It simply revealed what the heart carried. But then the embers formed something she did not expect. Herself, older, standing on a cliff facing an uncharted horizon. The older version held a bound map, one Lysa had never drawn, and her expression carried a mix of courage and sorrow. Lysa reached out, but the vision dissolved into drifting sparks. At the end of the trace she found a stone pedestal, untouched by moss or time. Resting on it was a single quill, delicate, shimmering, warm like the path itself. A faint inscription glowed beneath. Every map is a story. Every story asks a price. Lysa hesitated but lifted the quill. The moment she touched it, the embers around her flared, lifting into the sky like a rising firestorm. Then the glow softened, and the path dimmed to silence. When she walked back to the world she knew, the quill remained warm in her hand, and she understood. Emberloom Trace had shown her not a destiny, but a promise, that charting the unknown would shape her in ways she could not yet name. And for the first time, staring at her blank canvas of maps, Lysa felt ready for whatever stories awaited her next.